Hello everybody, greetings for the day. Today, I would like to explain you about judicial separation. Many people ask me over the phone, like what is the difference between judicial separation and divorce? So in this video, I am making this video for giving a clarity to everybody who has got doubt about judicial separation as well as divorce. And firstly, I would like to explain you what exactly is called as judicial separation. According to Hindu Marriage Act 1955, there is a section, that is section 10, which deals with judicial separation. And judicial separation is a verdict by the court where the court gives an order for husband as well as to the wife to live separately. Previously we discussed about restitution of conjugal rights, where the court gives the order to rejoin the marital relationship, that is a conjugal relationship of husband and wife, and lead the society of marital relationship between each other. But whereas coming to judicial separation, the court gives a verdict to the husband as well as to the wife to live separately. And this is not divorce. Everybody should understand this is not divorce, this is just judicial separation. Where there is a vast difference between divorce and judicial separation. I would like to explain you one thing. The major motive of judicial separation is when court feels that this couple may rejoin in the future, then at that point of time, court will give them some time to state that whether they can join together or they have to leave separately. They wanted to leave separately. So this is called as judicial separation. And now I will explain you the differences between judicial separation and divorce. There are three major differences between judicial separation as well as divorce. Judicial separation is not an end for the marital relationship or to the marital life. But whereas coming to divorce, it is an end to the marital relationship. In judicial separation, when the court orders for a separate living of husband and wife, neither the husband nor the wife can marry anyone else at the time of the period where they are judicially separated. In the sense, they cannot marry anyone when they are under judicial separation. And in case either husband or wife marries anybody, they will be prosecuted under section 17 of IPC. That is bigamy. And third thing is, judicial separation has got a complete right for rejoining or for divorce. In the sense, when court gives an order for judicial separation, they have got all the rights to rejoin or to divorce. Like they can break the relationship through divorce. But whereas coming to divorce, it is a full stop where there is no other appeal. In the sense, when they may, of course, they may go to High Court or Supreme Court. That is a different way. But divorce is an end for the relationship. But whereas this is not as such, they have got all the rights, they have got all the privileges to rejoin or to take divorce through the court. And now, let me explain you what are the reasons for judicial separation. In Hindu Marriage Act, section 13(1) speaks about the reasons for divorce or for judicial separation. So, the reasons for divorce and judicial separation are one and the same. That deals with section 13(1) of Hindu Marriage Act. And this is for both husband and wife. And 31(2), section 31(2) of Hindu Marriage Act says about the rights as well as the reasons that can be stated by the wife, alone by the wife, for judicial separation or for divorce. So this is a difference between 13(1) as well as 13(2), that is section 31 and 13(2). So hope I am clear with this. and thank you.